to another exciting edition of FMBN podcast. This is a program that brings you the latest updates, tips, and expert advice on home ownership and affordable housing. In this episode, we will be taking you through the frequently asked questions by Nigerians, that's the FAQs, and facts about the FMBN, of course, wrapping it up with the FMBN news, that's the update. So, you're watching 7 FM television. My name is Patience Okai, your host. Let's quickly go on a short break. We'll be right back.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication, a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
All right, welcome back to FMBN podcast here on 7 television, proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. So here are some interesting facts about the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Did you know that the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, that's the FMBN, recently increased the maximum NHF loan amount from 15 million naira to 50 million naira? Did you also know that the FMBN has disclosed plans to increase the contribution to the National Housing Fund to 285 billion naira in 2024? Did you also know that between 2022 and 2023, the most recent number of commissioned houses by the FMBN is 1,071 houses? Let's take another commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to FMBN podcast here on 7 FM TV, proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria.
Remember how we've been telling you that workers in private and public sector can gain access to the NHF loan? So many self-employed people who own their own businesses often wonder if they can access the NHF construction loan. So I'm basically here to let you know everything you need to know to answer all your questions. But before I answer your questions, like the video and click on the subscribe button. Let's go. Can a self-employed NHF contributor access the NHF construction loan to develop the personal residential properties? The good news is yes. Self-employed NHF contributors are indeed eligible to access the NHF construction loan. The NHF construction loan empowers self-employed contributors like all other contributors by providing them with financial support to develop their personal residential properties. This means that if you're self-employed and contribute to the NHF, you have the opportunity to utilize the loan to build your dream home. The loan allows you to transform your vision into reality and create a comfortable and personalized living space. It's important to note that, like any loan, certain criteria and documentation requirements need to be met to access the NHF construction loan. Ensure that you comply with the application process and provide necessary documents to demonstrate your eligibility and intention to develop your personal residential properties. If you're a self-employed NHF contributor, don't miss out on this opportunity to build your dream home. All right, thank you for watching. Remember, as a self-employed NHF contributor, the NHF construction loan opens door for you to develop your personal residential properties. So if you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on affordable housing, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. So stay tuned for more valuable information on achieving your home ownership goals.
Value. What is value? So far throughout the history of this series, we have brought you information in an easy to understand manner on how you can capitalize on the different mortgage loan schemes and infrastructures set in place by the Nigerian government to get your very own house. This is value, and we've got more to give in this video. One other such infrastructure is the Cooperative Housing Development Loan Scheme, or simply called the CHD Loan Scheme. This is for registered cooperative societies looking to develop affordable housing for their members. So how does this loan scheme work, and how can you begin to benefit from this as a member of a cooperative society? So the CHD loan scheme is designed to help registered cooperative societies develop large-scale housing projects for their members. With a minimum of 25 members and a maximum of 100 members, your cooperative society can access up to 500 million naira in financing from FMBN. This loan covers the entire project cycle, including land acquisition, infrastructure development, and construction of the housing units. FMBN once again leads the way in this department, as the loan is repayable over a maximum of 24 years and attracts an interest rate of just 6% per annum. This means that your cooperative society can access affordable financing to develop housing projects for your members. Plus, FMBN provides technical assistance and support throughout the project cycle to ensure its success. To access the CHD loan scheme, your cooperative society must meet the eligibility criteria and submit a loan application to FMBN. Once approved, your cooperative society can access the funding you need to develop affordable housing for your members. Amazing, isn't it? Yes, because FMBN says everyone deserves a home. So if you're a member of a registered cooperative society, don't hesitate to apply for the CHD loan scheme today.
Undoubtedly, the cooperative loan window has made housing finance easier to access for Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria's teaming contributors by aggregating individual efforts to achieve home ownership goals. I am particularly pleased to note that this project was delivered by in-house built environment professionals who are the Millennium Cooperative Society members. I believe this accounts for the timely completion of the project and for achieving the very affordable selling prices ranging between 4.5 and 5 million for 2-bed and 3-bedroom units respectively. At these prices, each beneficiary qualifies for 100% mortgage financing from the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria without the need for a 10% down payment. These are approach without a doubt. Thank you. These approach without a doubt provide a good template for future home delivery that can be emulated in other states of the Federation. In addition, I'm pleased to note that these housing projects are proof that workers in Lagos State are indeed reaping the fruits of the National Housing Fund scheme since resuming contributions a few years ago. As a strong and reliable partner, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria we continue to work assiduously to fulfill our mandate for the provision of wholesale mortgage finance for affordable and decent housing delivery to complement the efforts of the Lagos State government under the able leadership of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amen.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
All right, coming up next is the FMBN News this week. But before that, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced star 219 hash. Star 219 hash is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial star 219 hash. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like star 219 star 3 hash to retrieve your NHF number, star 219 star 4 star 1 hash to check your last 5 transactions, and star 219 star 4 star 2 hash to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. Star 219 hash. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
Welcome back to FMBN Podcast, and this program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of